Hello out there in the YouTubeverse, it is Max, and I am back at you. More draft on Arena. We're doing Edge of Eternities yet again. If you were with me for the last stream, we are Edge of Eternities. We are Edge of Eternities ing it up again. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Waiting for queue to fill up as per usual, thinking about kind of where we want to be, what we want to open. I've definitely done the best with more proactive removal heavy strategies in this format, which I think is pretty straightforward. There's a lot of ways to wipe the board in this format. There's a lot going on, so huh, interesting card. I mean, 4/6 Flyer is just well statted. Again, well statted. This card's pretty good. Common Suite, not the greatest. Could just go with Beefy Flyer here or the Ardent. Kind of like the Ardent here. Just dealing a lot of damage. Incidentally, is pretty powerful. Not that drawing cards isn't very powerful, but big flyer that draws a card is fine. There's comparable size flyers at common in this, so I don't really see the benefit to it. That's cool. Seam Rip is good. This card's solid here. It's a fine enough trick, nothing to write home about. Relations is good. Edge Rover is solid as well. Radiant Strike is fine removal. But if I was going to take that, I'd take the Seam Rip, I think. We can take the Rig and just pass no red whatsoever. It's like a pretty replacement level card. We could take the Relations, and we're passing an Edge Rover. I'll take the Relations. It's just one of the strongest cards in the pack. Vote Out, very good. It's pretty solid. Plasma Bolt, hard to argue with. Vote Out versus Plasma Bolt. Both make the deck for sure. One's in color. With what we've taken so far, one's not. Take the Plasma Bolt, I think. Vote Out's very good. Just destroy target creature. Sorcery. Sorcery on the Plasma Bolt as well, of course. We'll just take the Plasma Bolt. Looks like our next door neighbor here is a pack hoarder. But like I said, I've just been doing pretty well with these removal heavy strategies. So I don't mind taking the Plasma Bolt here. So if I have to dip out of green, that's okay. I want to pair the Weststock Ardent likely with something like black or white for the most part. So we'll see what we can do. It's pretty good. Wayfarer's been very, very impressive. Virus Beetle's solid, just in black. This card's interesting. The Faller's Faithful. I really do like the Wayfarer quite a bit. Just decent sized stats, plus a lander token's very good. Virus Beetle's always solid. We'll take the Virus Beetle. It's tough. That's a tough call. Going and dipping into another color, but I do think Virus Beetle is quite good, and I think the black-red is quite good in this format. Okay. The Luminary is kind of what we want to go with the Weft Stalker Ardent. I do like, again, the Galactic Wayfarer, second bite at that particular apple, but I think it's just right now we don't know what exactly we want to be doing. So I think as these packs kind of show themselves off a little bit, and particularly on the wheel, I think we'll know where to pair it. But I think we have one good card for multiple different colors, and I think we look to want to be base red. I don't know if our neighbor knows exactly what they're doing based on the variety of card we're getting. Seeing a lot of green coming out of it, though, and I think that tells us a lot. I do like the Scrapper a lot. I think his card's pretty good for 1 mana investment. Team Leader is decent, too, for sure. I think either of these are fine. I think the Scrapper is quite good. Like, we want to be picking up nutrient blocks and things like that, especially if we pair with black. So being able to sacrifice those value artifacts for something, or if we pair it with blue and be able to use cryogen relics, those typically don't go around very much. It's hard to get them. They're kind of premium common takes. So I don't ever bank on having those in a pack. But lander tokens are great, right? Like, that's just free value right there. I like the Crawler and I like the Curiosity here. Crawler works well with what we're doing already, and it kind of plays in the same sandbox, so I think that's probably the direction we'll go. I'm not off of either of the other two colors if I need to switch on to them very quickly. It's just I do think that when it comes to these packs that are dwindling / wheeling, I think we want to take the cards that are in color and help us do our thing. Another one of these is pretty good. Blooming Stinger, probably the take. We'll take... No. Yeah, we'll take the Stinger. Maybe green is the way to go. We'll see how things play out. I'm not opposed to going red-black or red-green. And if we need to splash something, we certainly can if we end up going green anyway. So, kind of a lot of replacement level stuff. Easily the Landseeker, just I think one of the best card in the pack. No, actually the Mechan and the boosters are both solid. So it's kind of a good late pack there, right? Like, that was a good pickup for us that late into the draft. There's the Rig for War. We'll probably take it. It's a fine trick. I'll happily take it out if I need to. But we'll see. We're very divided between what our secondary color is going to end up being. I don't think it'll be white, but you never know. I'd rather not play the Colossus if I can help it. This card's just very expensive. Even if you have 2 different lands, you know, you're talking about a 5-drop 5/5 with no ability. It's just kind of like, in this day and age, not the greatest. We'll take the Starport Security just in case. Still keeps us about as divided as possible. I don't mind playing a Shattered Wings in this set. This is an insane card. Like, an insane value card. Wow. Gravkill. Halia. Virus Beetle number 2. Very tough. Expansionist is solid. Taking the Halia, and I think that's going to push us into white. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, the Delicacy's so good. Trooper's good. Yeah, the Might is good. The one thing I'm a little worried about if we go towards red-white is just making sure we get our removal in, because we are removing removal by not playing green right now. Plasma Bolt number 2. Enhancer. Enters, put a 1/1 counter on each 2 target creatures. Quite good value with the warp there as well. I think Plasma Bolt number 2. It's just hard to argue with good value. There's a Sacred Foundry, but I think I want to take Banishing Light here. If this is late in the pick order, I doubt we get it on the wheel. Somebody might just take it for gems or to add to their collection, more than likely. Pangolin is good, but I think just having this unconditional removal helps secure the position that we've taken in the draft. Solid card. I don't think we can do much better. Turbo Drone solid. The boosters is okay. Like, just being able to give flying can break up some stalled board states. Yeah, this is good. Just play Plasma Bolts. Instant or sorcery. Quite strong. Yeah, I think that the coordinator here is fine. Definitely feel like white has been very open this direction, so I'm hoping we can get some good red on the way back through pack 3. That's the hope here. Couple slower drafters here next to us. I get it. This is a tricky format. There's just so many catch-up cards in this format where you can just swing the game back in such a dramatic fashion that you want to be able to do your thing, but also be resilient to your opponent just out of nowhere wiping your board. It's a tough format for sure. I don't think it's as good of a draft format as Final Fantasy was, but I do think that it's not as bad as people have been kind of going on record and saying it is. I think it's just when you're coming off of a set that's a pretty solid limited set, it feels worse when the set is a less than solid limited set. I know some people are already kind of looking forward to the end of this format, which is a shame when that happens. It's a very late Virus Beetle. We don't have one of these yet, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 3-drops. We'll take it because I can't justify another. This card is pretty weak. The Light Blade is also kind of weak, so I think just cementing that red's gone is going to help us a lot in the next pack. I think everybody's basically should have, if they haven't already, fallen into their colors at this point. This isn't, you can definitely 5-color green. It's a lot harder. It doesn't really matter what we take here. Blue looks way open. There's no way we should be getting that card last pick. It's an uncommon that draws 2, discards 1, so that's pretty bad for us in terms of what we're seeing and where we're at. This card seems totally fine. I mean, it's kind of honestly lucky that we opened this. Would love a Rayblade Trooper as well. But I think we're taking the Hellkite here, which seems kind of too good to pass. Like, this is the quality of 5-drop that I'm looking to play in my aggressive decks. So, I mean, it's hard to say no. But yeah, seeing this as the last pickup is extremely concerning. Oh, Lightsmith and Trooper are both so good. I think the Lightsmith might be better. Oh, the Trooper's so good, though. This pack is nuts. Grav killing. So this pack is insane. Focus Fire. Pretty sure I took the Lightsmith there. Yep, I did. Okay. This card's fine. There's a late Interceptor Mechan. This card's fine. Like, it's nice with, like, the card we just picked up. Second spell. Radiant Strike's good. I'll just take this. It's kind of just a cheap cantrip. It works really well with our card that gets something back. This thing, the Actuator. The Adepts are good. The actuator might be a little bit better. Nutrient block. We kind of moved off of the sacrificing, though. Outside of, like, the scrapper. But that can sacrifice lands in the late game. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why it's trying to give us a blue card, but no thank you. That is my primary concern looking over the curve is our 2-drop slot. So we're going to take this over the warp card. Alright, that was a gift. This can obviously warp on 2, so that's very, very good for us. Another scrapper, I wouldn't... I'm not, like, itching to play. Turbo Drone feels a little bit redundant. This is a very good card. Probably what we'll take here. Even though, again, it's a little late. Just being able to use the Sol Ship to win the game in one last hit is huge. Yeah, this card's fine. It's a fine 1-drop that lets us get going, right? Like, we don't have to use the ability, but we can. Flight Deck Coordinator versus the Sky Warden. 2 5-drops, probably about all I want to fit in this deck. That is an insanely late grab kill. Just gonna take it because it's the best card in the pack. Sorry. Sorry, pod neighbor. Unless we get matched up, in which case, I'll never know. Actually, I could technically look, right? Remember, Ghost. So if we play against Ghost, we can laugh at them. If we play against Ghost and they're on black, we can laugh at them. Nothing here for us. Let's take this. Maybe the Rig for War comes out. You really want me to put a Rig for War in? Goodness. Alright. We got a little Boros action here for you. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We're going to jump into the draft here as soon as we get the deck sorted out. What's our curve? Is it under 3? It's exactly 3. I do feel like we could potentially cut a land here. Our curve is very low. Let's look at how the creatures shake out here. This kind of fits into the creature slot. Yeah, the bulk of the deck is beat down with very little else going on. So if I can drop 1 card and a... Like, I could probably just take out the Weftblade Enhancer. Though it does help power up some of my other things. It looks like it's the weakest card on the whole, and 3 is already a pretty full drop on the curve. 4 concerns me, though this does warp. Like, if I were to move some of the warp stuff around, it looks a little bit less clunky. Could be the Land Seeker, could be just a single actuator. They're just a little hard to activate. Could be the Sol Ship. It's just I feel like that evasive helps really win a game. Let's go 8-8. Our curve's pretty 54-60. Yeah, there's no reason to split hairs. Okay, we'll try it this way. A little bit more aggressively slanted. It might be that we want the 17th land in. With these aggressive decks, it's so much worse to flood typically, just because I can do a lot on a little mana, but I can't do a lot when I just draw all land. 1-drop, warp for 2, 3-drop. Definitely keeping. I don't think the warp on anything changes the game plan much. do think, like, the Ardents, but this is just such a nice curve, and I get to be aggressive along the way. The card looks quite good. A lot of munitions there. Eat one, take one. So my thinking is here they have the munitions and they can sack to the swarm color. So I just want to mitigate where they can throw that. Like now they can kill the scrapper. Obviously we don't know what's in their hand. Okay. They're going to shoot the Lightsmith and wipe everything but the Ardent, most likely. And then they get to wipe the Ardent when they attack with the Swarm Color. So that was kind of like the worst case scenario, but one of the reasons why the manufacturing is a rare, right? Like it just creates this whole army of stuff. So we'll see if we draw something. If not, they got us. They managed to build a board wipe. That's what this format is it's just kind of mono board wipes. More? The chaplain here. If it was earlier, I'd go for the manufacturing, but I don't think I have much of a choice now. I think I just have to kind of try to push in damage where I can do so. Like, if this came up earlier in the match, I definitely would consider putting it on the weapons manufacturing, but for now, I just really can't do that. Comet Crawler is going to be a problem because of the lifelink. If I can't answer that cleanly here, it's going to be problematic. It's going to also be hard to answer it cleanly here. Shoot me, I take it. Interesting they get rid of that there instead of just chill. It must mean they're still digging. Like, they want to find something to add to the board. Makes sense. Like, that totally makes sense. Triggers the void here. Yep. That'll probably be about it. I don't think I'll be able to do much once they stabilize and swing at me for 7. There's just not much I can do there. It's like I said, that's kind of... We have 7 lands here. We have more land than our opponent did, and our opponent got to draw more cards than we did, and obviously they lander tokened as well. Just really couldn't do much. Once they wiped our board, they kind of like 4 for 5 for 1. Can't really come back from that on a Boros deck like this. That's kind of the downside. If they don't have that card, I think we win that game pretty handily, but nothing much we can do when the opponent's got... That's the downside, like I talked about with this format, is you can definitely build hands where it can't do anything. So I was really hoping that the card draw off the 4-drop would really help a lot with that, but it ended up just not being out long enough to avoid the value engine our opponent built, which is cool. That's the reason you draft those colors, is because you can do something really neat like that. That's why I was taking the Virus Beetle early in the draft so highly, because I do think that those sacrifice synergies in this format are super duper strong. The Dutch standoff. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out, I guess. There's the Ardent again. No red mana, but absolutely no reason to mulligan a hand like this. 2-drop. Warp 2-drop. Relevant 3-drop. Like, happily, like, if I can draw a red source along the way, I can go 2-drop, 3-drop, and then start doing, like, warp shenanigans. I don't think there's... Pay 1 life. I think that's going to be stronger with the Ardent. All this kind of ancillary warping. We'll see. It's all predicated on me drawing a red here. Okay, there's the red. Let's build up a little bit of a board first. Like, I don't mind blocking with the pilot or the pilot getting eaten. A little bit rougher when the chaplain dies. So we want to try to mitigate that for a little while if possible. And we know what our next turn play is going to be. And then we can, like, warp. Something along those lines. Some pretty nasty stuff we can do on turn 4 if we want to do it. Could even wait till turn 5 potentially to set that up. And turn 4 Lightsmith. All their mana's up, which is a little concerning. I'm going to take the Surveil trigger here if I can help it. Yeah, definitely do not want that. 4 land is, like, plenty for this point in the game. Okay. Feels like a counter spell here. How do I want to play around it? I guess I just don't have a choice. I just kind of play. If they divert disaster, they have it. Okay. So removal. I can't believe it's nothing. Wow. Okay. That's really good for us, obviously. We'll see what they have now on turn 4, but the fact they just donutted on that turn was crazy. Just a 4/4. Okay, I can deal with that.
Motion detected at the front.
Sorry about that. So we get the infiltrator here. So they're just gonna hit us with the Gale Blade, I take it. Okay. I can deal with all of this. We just have to be careful of the blue-black Wrath. Like here I'm just kind of outvaluing them, which is interesting. Just drawing cards, warping things for future turns. We just gotta watch, because I'm pretty sure that Wrath costs 5 or 6. I think it's 3 black, black, blue. So if they're adding to the board now, it makes, like, they're not sacking the Gale Blade, things like that. It leads me to believe they might not have the Wrath, but I'd be surprised if they don't sacrifice the Gale Blade this turn. Because I feel like they want to make a land drop here. Okay, they just didn't. Interesting. Divert Disaster here? Unravel, okay. Is it just cast? I just want to draw cards. I'm so surprised that they're not trying to draw. So here they're just going to sacrifice. They sacrifice the Death Toucher? Some odd valuing by the opponent. Okay, hit the 5th land now. I think making... See what they have here. If it's 6 mana, blow up the board. It's 6 mana, blow up the board. I doubt it just because they haven't sacrificed the Gale Blade yet to A, try to find the mana to play it. Scouring for scrap makes me feel like they have not much. So they're going to take most of the turn. They also let Auto Tapper get them with the black mana here. They can play a Synthesizer Lab Ship, that's true. Or they could crew it even. Or whatever you call station it. 3, draw a card. And that's pretty awesome for us, because I think that means we just win the game. 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. It's possible I should have done that a turn sooner. They really went deep there, though. Definitely should have done it a turn sooner, I think. But we got there, that's okay. We did get to kind of set up the value engine there a little bit more and outvalue our opponent. We just didn't have to do anything on turns that mattered too much. They got to counter 1 spell, and it kind of was taking the turn off to do so. Again, we have the the same kind of setup, but I think we're gonna not play off curve to play the Ardent. That's just so far off curve. Green does have quite a few playable 1-drops. Create a lander. 2 damage to target opponent. I'll keep the Banishing Light on top. There's just zero reason to not. Is this card worth a Plasma Bolt? I don't think so. I think just keeping on curve is good here, especially when we have the ability to warp next turn. I can make 2 attacking 3-power creatures if I want to. They can deal 2 damage to me all they want. It's like, I'm fine. I'm kind of, you know, preferring a race situation for the most part, so I don't mind that. If they play something insurmountable, I have tons of removal. My hand's almost all removal. Interested in blocking? I think we have to surveil that away, even though that's one of the best cards, if not the best card in our deck. At this point, like, a card I just can't play isn't worth taking an entire draw step to get. I already have a card I can't play and now warped. So I want to be able to play cards. Now's the weird time I would take a land over the average card in my deck that costs 4 or more. Ward 2. Okay, well, we're not going to kill that for a while. Adding nothing to the board this turn feels atrocious. But I don't think there's much I can do about it. Like, I can't attack into a Ward 2 5/5 6/6. Okay, okay. And I've just drawn. I drew a 4-drop that turn, which was the thing I ended up getting rid of here. Much I can do about it. They also have the Star Forge, so I think we're about done here. I just don't think we can beat them now. They're just too far ahead of resources. I mean, I can't deal with this card. Like, my hope is they attack. And you never want to be in a spot where you're like, man, I really hope I'm on the receiving end of a 6/5. Can't be blocked. Yeah, they're just not even bothering attacking, even though I have us pretty cooked. We'll see what we can do. Like, if I can set it up, I have 6 damage to the face. It's just going to be hard with the Star Forge online now. Like, they can play no other spells if they want to. Okay. If it's a pump or something so bad, there's not much I can really play around in this situation. Yes, 7-5. So all our critters here. 7, 12. They have 7 they can deal here. If they go for it and don't produce 2 creatures that can block, I don't know. It's close. If they make a blocker and the Landseeker leaves, Edge Rover, and they can make a Starforge. Like they always have stuff. What can I draw here? That was nice. So close. So close. Had him to 2. Did I miss 2 damage somewhere? I don't think so. I think the issue was double 4s on top when I had 3 land. Interestingly enough, had I not surveilled the first land away, it would have been fine. But land 4-drop 4-drop in a hand that was the rest of the time pretty much gas was crazy. But I mean, that's just how it comes up sometimes, you know. It's random. Is what it is. Appreciate y'all hanging out. We're here every Thursday with a new video. So be sure to stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't, if you're interested in that kind of thing. We'd appreciate it for sure. Yeah, I mean, sure. We have a 2-drop, we have a 3-drop, we can have a backup 2-drop if we whiff on lands. So we'll see. Was this the best draw? Huh. Yeah, that probably was the best draw. So if I top decked this thing, I would have been okay. Interesting. Many a 2-drops, I'm not too worried yet. I have a couple of turns before not playing Magic anymore, but I prefer to hit my land drop this turn. As the opponent just kind of like stunts on us with natural Jeskai mana. It's gonna be like that, huh? We could have played our own Chaplain to try to disincentivize an attack, but the hits just keep on coming, huh? So they get a robot and they get a counter on the Chaplain. Yeah, I still think I can win from here. I had to surveil there to hit my land drops. So it's just not playing the Chaplain super punished me because they went into one of the best cards in the format. Sucks. How far from behind can I play? Like, I can make a Scrap or I can make a Chaplain that kind of, like, stymies a little bit of what they're doing. I think that's probably the best thing that I can be doing. And next turn try to set up a Rager or something. Like, I could have tried to, like, feign an attack with the Starfighter pilot, but if they just call, it's pretty disastrous. And there's no super big benefit other than the Surveil. So 4, 5. What do I need? Land is fine. Station's up at 8. Let's probably just take the time to station it completely. Because that's what's going to break pair. They don't have to here. Like, they don't have to put themselves too far out. It's a little risky to station. If I have removal here, it could be a disaster. They're going to put the counter on the 2/2 most likely. Really interesting. Can I put it on anything or does it put it on itself? Target creature. Okay. 1 damage doesn't change anything. The War Rager's not going to do much. You just basically have to find land. Or not land, but Banishing Light. I can Surveil at them. I can attack with 1, 2, 3 things, but 2/2 eats a 1/1 or a 1/2. 4/4 eats a 2/2, and I can't trigger my Chaplain. Yeah, I think I just have to play this guy. And there's much I can do here. I think I'm just gonna get wrecked by this 4/4 unless I can find removal for it. I mean, if I can find lands, I can play this Hellkite to block it, but just, this is the same thing the past 2 games, is I have literally, I think this is everything that costs this. There's one other card in my deck that costs more than 4 or more, and I think I have every one collected in my hand now, which sucks. They have 2 of the same round. Yeah, sounds good. They're just attacking with everything. They have no mana up. Okay, might be able to leverage something here. No, I need to take that off the board here. They have no mana up, so there's just trading a Starfighter pilot. Like, this was a weird attack to come in at this point in the game. When they just cleanly had it over multiple turns with a flyer, they got, like, pretty flippant. I mean, they're way ahead. Like, I don't know what they could do to lose this game, honestly. But, like, an attack like that is just extremely sloppy. Like, there's zero reason. It didn't win in the game. It was just kind of a, like, I don't feel like doing math, this seems appropriate kind of a thing, where they could have just attacked one more turn with the scan ship, had no issue, and then just finished the game the following turn, potentially. It just seems very greedy to go for an attack that all in. Especially in a format that's kind of predispositioned on a lot of board wipe effects. But, yeah, I don't think I can punish them for it, so they got it. But yeah, just extremely slop-tastic play from the opponent there. Just shame to play against garbage and lose, but, you know, sometimes your opponent curves out with all of the rares in their deck, and you are struggling to find the land to deal with your extremely low curve deck. Yeah, so we had, yeah, everything. There was, yeah, 1 thing left. Oh, the Sol Ship. So 2 things left, and I drew 1 or 2 of the cards that all cost things down here. So, just some rough luck. I mean, that's Magic. It's a lot of hoping that you can get over the clunk of the really poor resourcing engine it has, and still get a mix of cards that work on a curve. It just feels like the more and more I get away from this into more modern TCGs, the more clunky and out of date this game feels, because I mean, the game basically just designed for Commander anymore. So it just feels like when you're trying to play limited and actually have a good time, it gets harder and harder as sets evolve, which is why when a good limited set like Final Fantasy comes out, it's like everybody jumps on it to try to draft it because it's actually an enjoyable experience. But WotC hasn't put out an enjoyable draft experience since probably like last Kamigawa block, I think, or last Kamigawa set. So I mean, it's not too terribly surprising considering the whole set is just pandering to Commander players anymore. So that'll do it for me. I will be back at you in a few videos from now. We are live every Sunday on twitch.tv/superliminalfilms. You can check us out. You can check out Sam and I doing Illumination. You can check out Jared playing all kinds of games, retro games, some Magic. Dan's always playing Marvel Snap, Magic, Star Wars Unlimited, all kinds of goodies over here on the channel. So definitely stay tuned. Check out our Twitch if you like what we got going on. Appreciate you all hanging out. And until next time, cast more spells if you can.